swear to God, something keeps coming into my ear and whispering, like right on the left side. Are there 7 spirits back here? Because these batteries, brand new, 0. I just want to talk to you. Just come through here. What the f was that? And static pods going off?
Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria.
That's all I can think of.
I know, right? Welcome to another Unexplained Cases Live. You got Rick Garner, Darren, Dedo, Maryam the medium, and our good buddy and pal, Patrick from the haunted side. How you doing, Pete?
Good day. I'm doing wonderful. Aside from driving through a snowstorm up the mountain to Virginia City, you know, all in a day's work.
You know, this is what we feel the love, because basically, you know, you'll go through a snowstorm for us, and I don't know if we've ever had that revealed. Basically, I'm kind of touched, so I'm just saying.
You reach out and give them a hug.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh,
we're talking like there's some spots in this road that are like 8 and 9 degree inclines.
Ooh. Cabin in the sky. I mean, quite a hill, I'm sure.
Literally, that's why it's called Cabin in the Sky. I'm at like 7,200 feet, I think, something like that.
Whoa. Wow.
Wow.
My goodness. Hey, welcome, Jordan and James, Cassie, Colette. Got a few people that are pouring in. Laurie, Denny. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. So, you know, I'm actually going to sneak behind the curtains as I typically do. But I guess, you know, Patrick, you've got an episode. You did an investigation here that's on your channel at the Haunted Side. And so this is, I believe, your second visit solo at this location. So can you kind of paint a little picture for us about how you found this and good stuff like that before we get into everything?
Yeah, so a lot of the places up here kind of on the Comstock, we actually get through the Northern Nevada Ghost Hunters because they're in with the Comstock Foundation, which is the foundation that raises all this money to restore these buildings. This building is actually going to be a museum as soon as they get all the funding and everything raised for that. So they bought this building just a few months ago. It hasn't even been very long that they purchased this building. And I've been wanting to come in here forever because there's a huge sign down by the road as you're driving in that says Cabin in the Sky, and it points up to actually, let's take a picture of it. It points up to the where it is. And I was like, I want to investigate there. But you know, it was owned by like the mob and everything like that.
Yeah, Joe Canforti, who was a pretty famous guy, he owned that, but he also, I think it was him and his wife who started the Mustang Ranch out there in Nevada, where they had prostitution. I can't help but notice you're right. It was a very lucrative business. It looks like you're in a time capsule though, because the heyday of the restaurant was the 70s and the 80s. You could be like in 1979 right now, and we had no idea. Look at that.
This is actual velvet. Like that's crushed velvet right there.
No. Oh my gosh. And then the what is it, like the leather with the buttons, or you know what I mean? That really old school.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't have enough time to swing by the dry cleaners and get my leisure suit, or
nice
full on leisure suit.
I know you've had a lot of interesting things, and even tonight you've already had some stuff. Do people in that community, do they talk about it being haunted? Are there stories? It's been closed for so long. Curious if there are spirits up there.
Yeah, so there's rumors of all kinds of stuff up here. Obviously, there's documented mob activity, documented prostitution. What the hell was that? This place is so creepy.
It's beginning already.
I know, I can't help it. But the one thing is that there's rumors of like multiple murders, and since it was, you know, mob related, there isn't any documentation of that. So it's tough because I feel like with what happened the last time I was here, there's something, there was some kind of dark happenings,
Right.
in that back room, especially because why do you have a room with no windows, that's like concrete walls, and then a room past that with a mattress in it, right off the kitchen? It's like, did the chef get tired and he just needed to go lay down for a bit and take a nap?
Right, exactly.
I doubt it.
Right, exactly. And I was wondering if not only the building there now, but before, when it was all the mining was going on, I wonder if there's anything to do with the land there that could be haunted also.
Oh, absolutely. I'm standing underneath 480 miles of mining tunnel, but I mean, we're talking maybe a quarter of a mile is the Yellow Jacket mine, where like 39 miners died from that great fire that burned for over a year. So there was a fire underground that burned for over a year because they couldn't get down to put it out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. My goodness. So tell us a little bit about some of the experiences you've had. For those that have not seen your awesome episode, you have stuff. We're already hearing things this evening, but you captured some pretty crazy evidence. Just if you want to share a little bit of that with the audience.
Oh, yeah. So I was here alone. I filmed a whole investigation. One of the craziest things that happened 2 or 3 times, and actually literally right here, I was walking by and something whispered in my ear, and it wasn't just like a light whisper. It was like loud. And in the episode, you can hear it because I had the microphone on the camera, and you can literally hear it like it was somebody right next to me just going like, and it scared the hell out of me. I jumped so hard right here. And then I walked just like a little bit further down to here, and it happened again. And I was like, what is that sound?
And so what about tonight? Did you bring your same array of gadgets and things like that?
Oh, yeah, we got everything. I've got the spirit box on right now. The Ovilus is ready to go. I've got RIM pods, K2s, digital recorders. I got the whole mess of things.
So what about just your, without using the technology, dialing into your senses? What do you feel when you're in a place like that? I mean, you've been to so many other haunted places. What's unique about the Cabin in the Sky?
Well, one of the things I really like is it's indoors.
Especially right now.
Yeah, it's 18 degrees outside and snowing. There's a whiteout right now. But it's indoors. I like this place because it's like what you said earlier. It felt like walking into a time capsule. It's just totally retro and cool, and like you can't see it. I'll walk over there, but there's a fireplace just right here. That like one of like the most famous Native American stonemasons was commissioned to build that, and so I mean he's like world famous, and he built that. He also built the bar as well. This bar. Did you hear that?
Some kind of rustling?
No, I heard like a straight up like it sounded like somebody punched a wall. Oh Jesus.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'd hate to take away from all the awesome gathering of evidence. Maryam, do you have anything, words of wisdom for Patrick?
No, Patrick does whatever Patrick wants, no matter what I say. So
no, that's not true. Well,
let's see if we have any past girlfriends that come up like last time. I mean, let's kind of hope not, since it used to be the prostitution ring, or
the paid for girlfriends, if you will.
All right, am I going in? Let's see. What do we got?
What was that?
It
was like lounge music.
Yeah, dude. What was that?
Huh?
And
did you not hear that? It was like piano music, right?
Yeah, it was like, which is weird because the spirit box is on and it's scanning through radio frequencies, but it's been on the whole time and I haven't heard any music like that. And like that's like time period specific. Even
yes,
too.
It was. Oh my God, that was crazy. Sorry, Maryam, that just freaked us out.
Really cool.
No, it's okay. Do your thing. I'll do mine. I'll be here if you need me. What? There's a male presence. I feel like it's always men. Why are men always the ones doing the haunting? Okay, so this place is weird.
Tell me about it.
It has this one area that's just got a cluster. Like, was there? I know you guys had talked about like fires and stuff like that, but there's a group of people still. Like, I don't. Did they die together? Did something like it's a party scene.
That would make sense.
But I can't tell if they died together or why they're all still together, still there. And they're not they're not stuck. They're actually all choosing to be there. These are people. Okay, so these are people that used to live there. Lots of drugs. And so when the souls passed, they didn't get stuck. They just didn't want to continue. And so they all kind of, this is strange. It's like they all kind of gathered and were like, you're still here, then I'll stay here. If you're still here, I'll still stay here. And so there's this little cluster that's still there. And it's by that. Did you say there's a piano there? That's where you heard the sounds coming from?
This didn't play. It came through the spirit box, but there is a piano here. Yeah.
They're by the piano, and
Ooh.
That thing needs to be tuned.
they're all just okay. So those guys are hanging. Now this other guy, this is the guy who did the whispering. This is the guy who did the
Uh-oh. Wow.
His neck he was slit in the throat.
It was a mob hit.
Ew. Ugh, I'm gonna throw up.
Get him a paper towel or something. God.
Why are you showing me this? Oh, he's showing it to me like he's proud of it.
Wow.
Oh, he's the one that was whispering to you. It's like he is proud of the fact that he was taken out that way.
Man, I can think of a million other ways to do it. No.
What happened?
Puncture.
Puncture.
Yeah,
On his Ovilus.
Sure was a puncture.
And it's making weird noises too. I've never heard it do that. Oh, I just saw a shadow move.
Yeah, he's because he's standing right next to you. God, whenever Patrick goes,
What
man,
the
it's just
hell
all
was-
the
did you
spirits
hear
get
that?
Weird. No, I was talking. My usual. What happened?
As soon as you said he's standing right next to you, it sounded like it's that. Did you hear that?
See, Jordan says it could be a guy in his 40s, suit nearly around his 40s. It's like there's spirits from different eras there. That would make a lot of sense.
Totally agree with that.
Rebecca.
Huh?
Ah, Rebecca.
Wow. How clear was that? That was like super clear.
But it sounded like somebody.
Key.
Key?
Little.
It sounded like somebody like jumped right next to me. Just what I just did. Like that sound. I heard that right next to me. When you were like, he's standing right next to you.
Yeah, what's that guy's name? Ask him what his name is. The one with the slit throat who's hovering.
What is your name? Something moved over there. Ooh. Like like I just got like wave of static right now. Can you hear me?
Scrape. Skip.
Scrape and skip.
Okay. So
What the?
Timid.
Holy
Scrape.
hell.
This
Would-
guy,
It
What?
sounded like somebody kicked open the door. I'm looking at the door. Stood. That's creepy. I'm looking at the door and there's nothing there. But it sounded like somebody came up to it and just went bam, like kicked it open.
yeah, well,
Oh my God. Thank God I was looking at the door because I'd be freaking out even more right now.
would it happen to be Simon or an S name?
Is this the guy that got killed?
I'm going to get out of this little spot.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
he's gonna follow you.
Jesus Christ.
September.
What?
Maybe he was killed
I
in
just
September.
saw like a person standing in the middle of the bunny Providence, like the bunny ranch.
I was thinking, yeah, exactly. Playboy bunny.
Potential. I just saw somebody standing out like right. This is hard. Like right there. Somebody was standing right there.
Where's the piano?
Behind the camera.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what do you want to do with this guy? He's just following you around. I mean, he's just following you around and he's doing he's kicking the door and making all kinds of noises. So just know that that's the one that's doing it. He's pretty creepy. Like he's really creepy. He's not there to make friends and he's not there to be nice.
Hold.
Dug and hold.
Doug.
Doug is who killed him.
Record. Puncture.
Record, puncture,
Make.
make.
Haze.
Haze make puncture.
So there's a couple. Colette said something also about like what did she say, Victorian or vintage? There's a Victorian era, and I know that Jordan mentioned Victorian era, or I think he mentioned Victorian era, right?
Guy in a suit nearly around his 40s. There we go. It's like there's spirits from different eras there,
Different eras,
which
yeah.
makes sense.
July. Peter. Watch.
So we got a
I
Peter,
thought
we
I
got a
saw
Doug.
something- I thought I saw something move. It's like a little like servers.
There's a female in
Oh
there.
Jesus!
There's a female in there.
Homicide.
Threshold. There's
Ooh.
a threshold right there. Did somebody die inside that room?
There's a female in there.
Ooh, it's cold as hell right here. I'm getting closer. What was that? Did you hear that?
Footsteps.
Yeah. Some
Immersion.
immersion.
Uh-oh, Patty says he wants to corner you, Patrick.
Come on. If you can hear me.
So the female that's in there was the wife of, I feel like I want to say someone, the owner.
Was it Joe's wife?
At one time. Were there multiple
My neck.
owners, but she was the owner's
The,
wife.
the original was Joe Canforty, and then he actually had to leave the country on tax issues and was down in Brazil till he died. But then there was another owner between 2002 and 2004. But Joe and his wife were the original ones in the 70s.
It's Joe's wife.
Makes sense.
She's saying that she
What
tries
the
to
hell is
manage
that
the
sound?
energy in that space, but it's very hard to do that because there was so much energy there, so many spirits there prior to her.
Measure.
Moore's measure. I'm gonna walk
And
back this way.
There's a lot of spirits that were there after her, so she has a hard time managing everything in that space. But she's kind of the one. What's her name? Does anyone in the audience hear her name for Joe's wife?
I wrote it down earlier and I don't have it. Darn it.
Roadway. Common. Well.
So Jordan said he took a screenshot and can see the female.
Copper.
You
40.
should send it to Rick.
Mind. You.
Said copper 40 and mind. Were you What the? Can you hear that?
Rapture. Nana.
Oh.
living.
It's getting creepy right now.
Some people. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You've got the wife. You've got the man with the slit throat. Both there together. They don't get along. And you've got them in the same space, and usually they stay in different areas of the building, but they're together, and that's what's causing some of the noise and the friction and the energy you're feeling, because they're in that space together and they don't get along. I feel like I need more information on the wife. Who knows the wife's name?
That's what I was trying to see if I could find it.
Remember. Axe. Safe.
Jesus. It said weather, remember, axe, and safe. I hear something back there.
It's Sally is her name. Sally Burgess Canforty.
Okay. Thank you. Sally, what is it that you want us to know? Why Sally's really like coming forward, wants to talk, wants to share information. She wants a lot of this energy out of there.
Pam.
Oh my God. What the gag Pam? It's creepy because Pam is my initials.
Well, nice knowing you, Patrick.
Gag Patrick.
Gag you. Like the mob will gag you before they hit you.
Yeah. Oh, it's warm right here. I don't like
Aaron's
that.
saying Samantha. Who you said Sally was her name?
Yeah, supposedly that's what.
that was
yeah,
close,
that's what,
Aaron.
Yeah, Sally took over the Mustang Ranch in 1967. Okay.
Okay, so the Sally wants to say this. She wants, excuse me, she wants people to know that she's asking me to clear everyone out of the building, but I can't do that. She wants me to get rid of this guy with this slit neck, slit throat. She doesn't want him there because he's the one that's bringing in and drawing in all kinds of other dark energy.
Like from in this room?
What do you?
What's happening in there?
Is that the bedroom?
This is where I had the
Finger.
voice finger. This is where I had a ton of activity when I was here filming the episode. Yeah.
There was someone was killed in there. That's why you got that activity.
And this would have been the room.
Oh, do you guys see that on the screen?
Yeah. What is that? Was that some? Looks like a
see the
apparition,
right
maybe.
there.
Oh wow. Is that where was that? Was that like right before I saw the woman standing in the room? Because it looks like I think that's towards that.
Yes.
Yeah. Jordan said it was a female. The female he saw is clear as day.
That's spooky.
There's an older man that was killed in there.
Roger, it says.
Oh, maybe his name was Roger.
Yeah.
He was killed. He's saying he wasn't involved in anything. They got the wrong guy. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I kind of want to help Roger move on. Why are you there, Roger?
Developed? What did you develop?
Let's get out of there. I'm going to take Roger out.
What'd you develop? It said stuff.
Okay.
Hearing weird stuff right now.
What are you hearing?
Yeah. Like just movement, like rustling. But yeah. I wonder what happened here.
It's really good looking.
Ran.
Seat ran. Ooh, I heard like a yell, like almost like a cry, like. See, this room was this room was super creepy. Because when I walked in that door, I caught what sounded like it sounded like somebody scruple. It sounded like somebody that had like something over their mouth, like a hand over their mouth, or like a rag. What the?
Did you hear a bang? Jordan said you're going to hear a bang.
Yeah.
No kidding. Wow.
Was like crazy loud. Oof. Yeah, that was nuts. That was like ridiculously loud. But yeah, it sounded like somebody was like getting like gagged or like something over their mouth, like tied up.
Like a whole mob thing.
Yeah. Oh, full like sentence just then. Ooh, almost dropped that iPad. Let's open the door.
What room is that?
So, footsteps.
What's in there?
That's where the fireplace is. I'm on the back side of the fireplace.
Can you walk in there?
Yeah. $20.
Yeah. What's it to you?
Yeah, so now I'm back out.
Unlock. Drunk.
Unlock and drunk.
No,
Yeah,
I was just, that's where all the partiers go. That group of people partying. That's why it's funny it said drunk, because they just said this is where a lot of people go, that the ones that didn't want to cross over, that just kind of stuck together, they all stayed there. They're all in that location. This guy with the slit throat is kind of taking up all the
It just said my name. Like an older man's voice just went, "That's Patrick."
Whoa.
Did you hear that? It came through the spirit box.
no. Just your imitation of it was funny.
That's me.
It's Mr. Patrick to you.
Don't piss him off.
The old, so Roger left. There's
Did
another
you hear that?
older guy, Italian.
Saw another shadow move. My God, this place is terrifying.
It's like your own personal Shining movie.
It is.
I'm waiting for the guys in the bar to invite you over there, Mr. Patrick.
God.
So there's an older man there, in his 70s,
It
but
sounded like it
he's
said, "Come drink." I
well.
swear to God, the spirit box telling went, "Come drink,"
I don't
and
recommend
it's
it.
sitting over by the bar, literally right there.
Beside.
Maybe you should sit up at the bar.
Beside. And shaken, yeah, shaken, not stirred.
Yep. Are you heading to the bar? Where are you going?
Yeah,
Okay.
pop back right here.
Oh my God, those are like those iced tea dispensers. They've been sitting there for probably like 30 years. Can you imagine what's going on inside those?
Oh God, I don't even want to.
It's so true.
Look at them. Oh my God. That's more frightening than ghosts.
Yeah. Patient zero. Footstep. I'm trying to make this stop doing that. Okay, there we go. So I got the spirit box.
All right, so you want to talk to this older guy? He's Italian. He was businessman, in quotes, business. He paces back and forth in that location, actually around and near the bar. He doesn't want to cross over, has no desire to move on. He thinks that His job is to stay there and continue to monitor people. That must have been his job before, to monitor people on some level. So you have a lot of really, really strong personalities in there. That's where some of this problem is coming in. You have the wife, you have this 70-year-old businessman, you have the guy with the slit throat, and they're all wanting to dominate the space. This is why this energy in here gets, there's probably more too, obviously, like everyone else was feeling. But that's why so many people, or so much of the energy is chaotic in there.
Makes sense. Just weird.
Just sounds like there's kind of weird noises, is what it,
Yeah, that was like something getting. That's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing things like getting drug across, like the floor, or like the wall, like walking against the wall and just hearing like.
Patty wants you to ask the man if his name is Guido.
Old Guido.
That's your name, Guido?
Not Fredo, but Guido.
Can you make a noise? I know you can. Would you please? Something like this? Stop doing that, you spirit box. Maybe you can bring the spirit box into this room.
So there was, before this building was built, there was something else on that property. And that's where everyone's picking up on that Victorian type older energy because of what was built there prior. There was, it was like a, I want to say like a castle of sorts. That's what it looks like. And it was used for the higher end society folks. There wasn't necessarily a lot of killings there. It was just a place that people went to socialize, and to feel like they were part of something, like they keep saying high end society. And so these were people that were doing whatever they needed to do to stay in the rankings. They would hurt whoever they needed to hurt to climb that ladder. Again, not necessarily hurting in a violent death way, but in a way that was pretty aggressive and damaging to others, just so they could be at this home, be at these parties, be at these locations. I'm seeing like those really big dresses with the boobs pushed up and
a corset.
Why did I just do that?
With the boobs like this pushed up? Is that it's kind of?
I go like this and I'm like that. Why?
Well, I mean, theoretically, you'd have to, stuff like that.
And then, Rick, what were you gonna say? And then I went back and I did it again. Why did I do it twice? Well, I'm like, you gotta stick your boobs in and put in a corset. I mean, I blame the corset.
I blame the guy with the hole in his neck.
Rick, come on!
I just found a note that says that after he fled to Brazil,
Joe.
Yeah, they found a safe in here.
That's right, they did.
With thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
When did they find that?
And they donated it to underprivileged children, it says.
Yeah, like the Boys Club. How many years ago was that? Was that like 20 years ago? It was a while ago.
Or longer, yeah. Around that, because it would have been right before the other people took ownership.
Right.
Oh, this room is like freezing cold.
Yeah, I can imagine there's so many spirits in there. I've used this reference before, but it does remind me of like the Disneyland haunted house with all the spirits like dancing. Oh no, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The guy's haunted mansion. Is that dude's face? What is that?
I can't see it.
What the hell was that?
So many spirits. I believe there's a lot of
There
energy.
is. Yeah, there's a lot of people there. I can't see that face though. I don't know.
It's
A little bit,
basically
sort of.
a shadow figure that looks like it was caught in a mirror.
Great.
Maybe he'll come back and say hello again. Hello, Patrick. Hello.
The guy that was it Colleen that named him Guido? Someone said ask him.
Hey, Guido. Yeah.
Wait, he's right next to you right now, Patrick. He's trying. He wants to get in on this. What is it that you want to tell us? Why do you want the attention? What's going on? You didn't really. He just wants people to know that he's just got a super power trip ego going. His story's not that interesting actually. He just wants to talk to people.
If you want to talk to me, go ahead.
Sorry, I blew him off already. I was like, your story's not that interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. Hit the skids. Yeah.
There was another really amazing thing here that I caught on the episode was that there was like this little white anomaly, like a little wispy kind of white anomaly that followed me around. And when all the lights were off and just on the night vision cameras, it appeared like I asked it to come out of the floor, and it just about did. It came out from like right over here and then just kind of hovered around. And I was like, what are you? What are you? And it ended up like I was asking it to like come closer, and it would come closer, and then it would back away. And it was like intelligently moving around.
Oh, wow. When was that? That was the last time you were there?
Yeah, that was just like 2 weeks ago.
I'm trying to figure. It feels like a very young spirit that was doing that, like a child spirit almost that was doing that. It doesn't feel like an adult that was communicating with you. It feels like a much younger spirit. And that younger spirit's there because she's, I'm not sure, saying they lived there. A lot of people lived there. Did they live there? Or are these people that were prior to this building?
Well, probably the miners way many years ago. There could have been something there, some kind of cabin or house.
Yeah. Because that spirit was more like a child, like a small boy, like playing with you, talking with you, communicating with you. Whereas everyone else around there, their energy is much older. And very much
hear that.
What'd they say?
What the hell? So the spirit box is there. You can see it. I heard a voice come from back here, like over here.
Oh, interesting.
Can you come up and talk to me? Sam said, I heard that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like and it sounded young. It sounded like a young person. It was like,
Are there any creepy dolls in that place?
yes.
I knew it. I knew they'd have creepy dolls.
Yeah,
What?
there's like a porcelain Santa Claus that looks like Krampus, and then there's a porcelain Mrs. Claus that looks like shit.
Mrs. Claus, you're looking a little long in the face there.
Oh my God, Mrs. Claus. You've been on the naughty list.
Colette heard that sound too. It feels like a child in that area. Could have been the one we were just talking about.
It might be.
There's a couple of families that lived there back when when it was a mining. What was it called? They used to do mining there. What did you?
Yeah. What was that? Silver?
Stock.
Was it silver or copper? What were they getting?
It was gold, silver.
Gold. Okay.
There's 3 families in particular that lived there, and they're still there. There's a couple boys that were really close and played together, but there's something about a fire. I know you had mentioned a fire, but I don't think it was that fire. It was another fire. Somehow they died.
See the car back there? That's weird.
Oh yeah.
Nobody knows of, like there's this isn't a road that like you would just go on. Probably the sheriff's office.
I was just gonna say they're like, we got a
Like,
got
why
a report
is there
of
lights on at the cabin in the sky.
right.
It's a little horrifying.
I'm gonna go check it out.
To be fair, I kind of wish they would show up, and I wouldn't be alone for a minute.
You should have brought fake Jason. We told you.
I could have, yeah. That blanket is moved too.
You mentioned a chair that might have moved also from the last time you were there.
Like that when I was here. That was like over the couch cushions right there.
And you're the last person to be in there, right?
Yeah, I've the only person that has been in here for months. They came up in like July and cleaned it because it used to be you couldn't even walk through here. There was so much stuff. They took out like a ton of trash and just junk. But then nobody had been in here forever for another like 2 or 3 months. And then I came out and did the investigation. And I had the key, the only key to the doors. I had it in my possession up until like 4 days ago. And I gave it back to Mama J from Northern Nevada Ghost Hunters. And she had it until today when I went by and picked it up. And she hadn't been up here.
I mean,
So
it's
weird to see things in different places. I'm like,
it
that
feels
was
like,
there.
but it feels like people live there still. Like there's the activity level. There's just, it feels like people live there. So it's not surprising that you would come back and see things differently or moved around because there's so much in there. Like there's, like I said, like between the 3 families, the wife, the guy with the slit throat, the people that partied there. There's just so much that goes on in there. Like there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised things were moved around.
Whoa. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that scared the shit.
What'd you see?
It looked like I'm gonna laugh because anytime I get scared like that, I just have to laugh or else I'm gonna be like, oh my God. It looked like the bottom portion of a person right back there. I didn't see like torso up. I saw like
legs,
belt line down, but I couldn't see it past this chair. So I just saw like this much of what looked like legs.
Where was it, Darren, that we saw that before? We saw like was it the Winchester? Where it was just like the bottom half. It wasn't the Winchester. I think it was something else where it was like just it was just the legs. And I was like, how am I looking at half a spirit right now?
Jeez. I remember that too. I'm drawing a blank, but I do remember that.
That's rare, but that's
Did you hear that?
real. What'd you hear?
Like more like movement, like
maybe they could push a chair or knock something over.
What was that? I heard that.
That was the spirit box. But it sounded like something moved in there.
Make sure it's not a rat.
I was gonna say something just ran across the floor. Was it? She said, was it a mouse, or are you saying that you
right here?
Someone's Mary Christina is saying something just ran across the floor.
Maybe it's a person hiding back in there.
Don't say that.
Yeah, Darren.
I need some good TV. Come on.
What ran across the floor? Was it an animal, like a mouse?
Yeah, that's. I don't know who was. God, I'm terrible with names. I forget whoever just posted that.
Yeah.
Mary
Christina.
Christina. She's the one that said something just ran across the floor. See, yeah, Erin says she's had that happen to Winchester, saw just legs of a spirit. So maybe it was Winchester we saw that at.
Like the maintenance guy.
Well, was it an actual
the guy
rat,
down in the
Mary?
basement?
Oh God, it looked like a rat.
Like, was it a spirit rat or an actual rat? My chest is feeling heavy all of a sudden. Cassie. That's interesting. It was a cat in the hat.
Crow Judas.
I wonder why your chest was feeling heavy. She's must be feeling
Like
who are
dread.
you feeling? She's feeling someone. See if you can tune into who you're feeling.
So I'm back out kind of, ooh, Jesus. Not like off balance.
Ooh, I just had a vision of the with an axe. Someone was taken out with an axe. They didn't cut their head off. They hit him in the back of the head.
Not the dude with the side gash.
No, the throat slitter. This is someone else. God, what went on there?
Medicine. Gasp. Joke.
Somebody owed somebody some money is what it sounds like.
It's that guy that they named she named Guido.
Yes, the doors are all locked, Patty. I made sure of that.
Sam, ouch.
Which is weird because earlier I literally, like I said, I thought I heard something kick the door.
I think it's funny, Cassie, that you felt the heaviness, the super anxious, the kind of hard to
Arrest.
explain. You felt that
Running.
right after I saw the vision of a man being hit over the head with an axe.
It said arrest and running.
Ooh.
Like he was, Joe was running from arrest.
He certainly
fled
was. Went to Brazil.
Speak.
Cassie, I feel like Cassie, I can feel what you were feeling now. You were feeling the pressure. It was a female who was there during some sort of violent exchange, and not necessarily death. And the pain and the shock of what she witnessed is what you were feeling, and then the anxiousness and the fear. It was a female that experienced that. She didn't die there. It's like you experienced someone experiencing that at one point when they were there. Can't explain it better than that, if that makes any sense. But it was a female. The pressure may have been that she witnessed that guy that I saw getting hit over the head with an axe. Maybe that was like because we saw and felt that together. It could have been.
It said axe earlier. I remember it saying
Grandma.
Grandma.
Al. Wife.
Al,
We got-
wife?
We got wife. Okay.
Well, Joe's wife.
Right. Oh, the old McRib with mayo. Oh, man.
That'll do it.
I hear
You know,
Coat.
footsteps.
What's
No, nice
alive
of you to
without
join,
Crow?
Rick.
What's
Yes.
alive without Crow?
Got some good material.
You know, well, Crow always gives us good material.
We're singing through the spirit box, but like old time, like.
That's pretty good. You got a
You
good
got a
voice
great
there.
voice, Patrick.
Thanks.
Mesha,
I was a
I
lead
thought
singer
I
in a
saw
band.
something coming out of the room.
Idol.
Didn't tell what it was. It was a
Slain.
person.
That's creepy.
Mesha thought they saw something coming from the room. Couldn't tell what it was a person. I'm sure it was a person. There's so many people there. Some of them are totally ignoring Patrick, and some of them are like, hovering around him.
Copper.
Copper. If you're hovering around me, can you?
Right.
Jordan,
Yeah.
that's disgusting. I'm sorry you had to see that. Jordan said, Mesha, my chest got heavy too. Okay. So everyone's feeling that bizarre heaviness.
It's true. I was signed to Universal Records. Did I ever tell you guys that?
This ghost thing is just a
You did,
side
actually.
gig.
It's just creepy.
It's like one of those places where you probably just sit there and be quiet and just let the house or whatever the restaurant talk to you.
Yeah. That was
And the
laugh.
surrounding land has so much. You could go outside and sit on that land and hear.
Nope, it's 18 degrees outside and a blizzard.
Isn't Virginia City one of the most haunted though in Nevada? Isn't it considered one of the most? Yeah.
Yeah, because of how many people died up here. Died underground in the mines. Died just from the whole wild west, right? You know, that whole mentality. You know, if somebody made a lot of money, they would just kill them. There's said Debbie. There's there's like documentation of people that would take the Chinese immigrants, workers. They would take them down into these like abandoned mine tunnels and tell them that's where they were going to pay them, and then just kill them, like hundreds of them.
Oh my gosh!
Because it was easier to get all new people than it was to make payroll for them.
Oh Lord! Wow.
And that all happened. I mean,
Spin. Cement.
spin. Ooh,
Cement shoes.
I heard something like growly sounding. And I got a bit of a headache just then, too.
Teresa saw a male stand on another male, holding him down with his foot on the right side upper abdomen region. Maybe that's where, I don't know. That's
Very descriptive.
super clear.
Yeah.
It's very visual. That's great.
That sounded like it just said, "Go get help, please." Through the spirit box. Come on, if you can hear me. Use the energy. Or use some energy. Can you say something? Ooh, this room doesn't feel good.
Yeah. That room has a lot.
Candle.
Large candle.
Probably in that box.
It sounds like it's
Does it sound
weird.
like the
sounds
chairs
like-
are moving, or
No. It sounds like there's a plane flying over the building, or like up, but I don't think this is on a flight path. It sounds like thunder almost. It's like
Pounds. Jackie.
pounds, Jackie. Is that what happened in the back room?
oh geez.
Oh, it's
Jordan said he
warm.
asked one of the spirits to knock something down. Just as long as they don't break it in the process.
Footsteps. It was like loud, like. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, what room are you in right now?
The
Like
opposite
the
side.
entry?
Is that a lobby?
Yeah, it's where the fireplace is.
Go back. Can you show the camera again where you just were at?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
About there.
Yeah. So over your right shoulder, female, blonde.
Ooh. I thought I saw something move. It's funny because you can actually see my face right there.
I know it is kind of freaky.
Jennifer was saying you were being watched. Yeah, there's a female standing behind you. She's And
digging
this-
you.
well, this female is actually one that has done a lot of dirty work. Not dirty like sexual, but like finding
That's right where I went.
like hunting down people who haven't paid, people who owe, like bringing, like luring people who owe, basically is what she's saying, to this location for them to be killed. What the hell? going on there? All right. And what's weird is everyone I talked to was super proud of the work they do. Like they were doctors or something. I'm like, you didn't save lives, you killed people.
It's better to be feared than loved.
Best.
Teresa, stabbing related to a woman. Interesting.
Yes. You huge noise. Whispering.
Basically like a prostitution killer, I'd say.
Sale.
She did sell her body.
I think that was actually Patrick, wasn't it? Something reflected off the glass. Yeah.
I think he said you could see his
It was-
reflection in it.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear that? Can you make a noise? Oh, it's creepy now because I started to hear like the wind howling outside.
Ooh, that's gotta be creepy.
See, what a way to end off 2020. This is
Exactly. Being terrified at the Shining restaurant.
You know, and speaking of The Shining, yeah, basically almost
Snowstorm.
snowstorm. You know,
Mhm.
I mean, it's all the recipes basically. Like it'd be just great.
Powering off.
If I get stuck here,
I'm
No.
getting a bill from Patrick, is what I'm getting. So if he gets stuck,
Exactly.
Oh, dude. So speaking of rounding things out, so like, what's in store for you? Anything? Since we got a few minutes left, any plans? Anything that you can share with peeps about finally getting out of this lovely year and looking forward to 2021?
yeah, no, we've got a bunch of stuff. We had just gone to Colorado just about a month and a half. And filmed at the Black Monarch Hotel. So I've got that to edit and get out.
Wow.
And then we were there getting B-roll of the city and flying the drone and stuff. And a guy came up to us and was like, "Hey, do you want to investigate, my hotel?" And we were like, "Okay, who is this crazy guy?" And he ended up being the guy who owns the Victor Hotel, which is like the biggest hotel in the city. Is massive 4-story hotel with all kinds of deaths in there. And it was completely shut down because of COVID, like completely. Like he hasn't had a guest since like March, and we did an investigation there, and it was crazy.
Whoa.
And then we're gonna be in Idaho next month. We're doing the Idaho State.
The
What
pen.
the hell was that? Did you hear that voice?
No.
It was like female voice, sounded like it was right next to me, and the Ovilus is off. Like I turned this off, and it was like, like right here.
It's nonstop action with Patrick. So I mean,
He's got a date for later.
Is it-
With the prostitute killer.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, she didn't kill prostitutes. She
She was-
lured men in.
avenged
There you go. To
prostitutes.
pay their money.
my goodness. Well, we
But
are
yeah, we're
just
doing
about.
the Idaho State Penitentiary.
Yeah, that's a creepy place.
That's gonna be awesome. Well, bro, as always, we appreciate you. Be safe. Have yourself an amazing new year, and as always, thanks for being on the program, man.
Heck yes, man. Anytime, and I'll see you guys. See you guys in 2021.
Woohoo!
Thanks,
Drive
Patrick.
safe.
Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll catch you next time.
Good night.